March 13th. Boston, Massachusetts. AEW's next event. That was Tony Khan's big major announcement, and obviously that means one thing. That could possibly well mean the debut of Mercedes Moné. You know, I've been saying for a while now that I'd be okay with Mercedes and AEW because, again, if you are a fan of a wrestler, you would support them no matter where they go. But if you're someone who is in denial and delusional, won't accept the fact that Mercedes is going to AEW, you know, I feel like those kinds of fans are just WWE diehards. And look, I'm still considered a WWE diehard in a way, but I also watch other things now. I've kind of moved on from being a one-sided guy, you know, talk about all different companies. Like, sure, I don't review TNA and all this other stuff. Sure, I don't review TNA and all these other wrestling promotions. But you damn well believe you damn well believe I'm going to be talking more AEW, especially when Mercedes eventually rocks up. If it eventually rocks up. And again, I just think it's funny how many people just get so upset at the fact that Mercedes is going to AEW. You know, I've seen some people say she's made the biggest mistake of her life. I've seen some people call her an idiot. It's just funny to me. Everyone wanted her back at the Royal Rumble, which, by the way, I never once ever believed she was going to be at the Royal Rumble. All the people that believed she was at the Royal Rumble was because WWE posted the 2022 Royal Rumble. And Corey Graves said, "Sky's the limit," and R-Truth called Damian Priest the boss. You know, people were just doing the same thing that happened with CM Punk. Like you hear little references that reference to a different wrestler. And look, some people gotta understand that sometimes you just don't get what you want. And as I said, if you're a fan of Mercedes, you would support her no matter where she goes. Seeing Mercedes wrestle the likes of Saraya, Jamie Hayter, Anna Jay, Red Velvet, Deonna Purrazzo, Britt Baker, Tony Storm, might have already said Deonna Purrazzo. If I did, you can tell me, you can correct me. Ruby Soho, Sky Blue, Julia Hart, like Serena Deeb, maybe Athena. Maybe she could go down to Ring of Honor to wrestle Athena and Layla Gray. Like, they're just a plethora of people she can wrestle. And one other thing is that Mercedes doesn't want to be Sasha Banks. Tom Colicue has basically stated that she wants to build herself as the Mercedes brand. She wants to build the Mercedes brand, not the Sasha Banks brand. And considering WWE didn't want her as Mercedes, they wanted her as Sasha Banks, Mercedes has said, "Nope, I'm not being Sasha Banks anymore." So WWE really cost themselves by not letting her be Mercedes. And that's on them, and that's WWE's fault. You can't blame Mercedes, you can't call her selfish. And one other thing, she still wants to wrestle in Japan. She still can get that match with Julia. She can still get that match with Julia before she comes over to WWE, eventually. So, yeah, I just don't see the issue why people are so upset about it. I mean, I know why people are upset, because she's not returning to WWE. I know why people are upset. But, as I said, if you're a fan of Mercedes, you would support her no matter where she goes. And if you're one of those people that don't do that, then you were never a fan of her in the first place. And that's not an insult, that's just a fact of life. I'm looking forward to Mercedes Moné eventual debut in WWE, in AEW. I'm looking forward to her debut in AEW, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.